Okay, sir.
Okay. Give me a brief introduction of yours.
Okay, for UP, and I have done my BTech in Chemical Engineering from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi. And sir, after that, I have joined Reliance Industries Limited as a chemical engineer. And yes, sir, that's all. Sir, I have done my internships also at EIL and DJBs and all. But sir, now I'm preparing for this. So sir, I have given the notice period, and sir, now I'll start my preparation full fledged. So this
Okay.
year, this will be my second attempt,
Okay.
2025.
Where are you posted currently?
Sir, at
Okay. Tell me, what are your hobbies?
sir, I love reading historical books and doing glass painting.
Okay. What is the latest book that you have read?
Uh, Sir, recently though I'm reading like Placido Partisan, and sir, I also A Wonder That Was India. So yeah,
Placido Partition is more of an academic book that you require to read for civils. So I wouldn't
yes,
consider that as a hobby
a
per se.
historical book. Okay. Uh, Sir, I like to read about like history, like whatever that has been happened in the past. I love reading, like I love watching the documentaries of the history, like ancient history, medieval history, and all like that.
You said you like to read also. Can you name three books that you've read?
Okay. So one is sir, like after joining the job, I have not read so often. Like in college only, I used to read. So, sir,
So you can recall the names of the books that you read in college?
yes, sir, sir, like Ikigai, I read. Alchemist, I read. And sir, one book of Sir Helen Keller was there, and sir, A Diary of Young Girl. Sir, that also I read completely. Like these, maybe the four
But
books.
can we put them under the category of historical books? Historical.
No, sir. No, sir, that.
But why I asked, because you mentioned that you read. So we can be a little careful while mentioning that. All right. So
Okay.
your
Hmm.
graduation is in which subject?
Sir, chemical engineering. So
Okay.
BTech in chemical engineering. So,
Which university?
sir, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi. Sir, it's a
Okay.
government university.
Okay. Now, can you tell me the importance of chemical engineering or
Hmm.
chemistry as a subject in shaping human history?
Yes, sir. So chemistry is involved at every aspect. Like Sir, from the very beginning, if we see, like in ancient history, if we recall the Shushrut, sir, in Shushrut Samhita also there was a mention of surgery, like the needle surgery which is being done. So, sir, that also involved a lot of kind of pathological things. And, sir, if we come to like medieval history, so, sir, in medieval history, whatever we can recall, like cannons, the use of cannons has changed the history. So, first the Mongols bought that thing, and then Babur continued using it on the moving artilleries. So, sir, at that moment also, in making of that kind of guns and artilleries, chemistry is involved. And sir, in modern history also we can see that like Tipu Sultan made the rocket. So in the principle which is involved is more or less the chemistry principle is involved. And sir, in modern time also we can recall that like Britishers conquered whole nation because they had some modern scientific knowledge, and in that chemistry played a major role. So sir, yeah, that's how we can conclude. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Can you explain to me what is happening in the Middle East currently?
Middle East. Yes, sir. Mm,
First, explain to me which part is called as the Middle East.
Sir, Middle East is that part. Like Middle East is a term which is being given by, like I would say, the Western part. Could like the Western people have given like the term for them. It is like a Middle East because it is in the eastern side and the middle part. But for us, it could be called as West Asia because it is like the whole part is like in the western side of India. So that could be called as the Middle East. Now, sir, in the Middle East, there are different, like, sir, there are different countries, especially the Gulf countries are there present, and sir, sir, recent happenings which are happening over there is the recent um, Israel Hamas war which is being going on there, and the Palestine issue is also like. one major issue, like the two nation formula, which is being there.
What is Hamas?
Sir, Hamas is a terrorist group, and which occupy the area. Sir, Hamas is a terrorist group which is being supported by all the like different. Um, Sir, I'm unable to recall that. Sir, but it's a terrorist group which is in the western Gaza Strip, that area they are occupying, the Hamas people. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sir, in the terms of Western people, it is being characterized as a terrorist group. They are being characterized as a.
Hmm. Okay. How do you see India projecting itself as a voice of a global South? And what are the steps that India can take in this regard?
Global South. Okay, sir. Sir, so first of all, like if we see in the military aspect also, so India has a lot of military aspect also. Like sir, all the things that P5 countries have, the India also own it. Whether it be submarines or whether it be like second deterrence attack in terms of like a nuclear warfare. So in all these aspects, like in United Nations Security Councils, also India is demanding a seat. So in that way, India could be a voice for global South if India get a seat in the United Nations Security Council. And sir, especially the global South is all the time is very much, I would say, is neglected, because the developed nation have all the kind of facilities they have. So sir, this was like a military aspect. Then sir, we can think about the disease aspect also. Like there are various neglected tropical disease, like the western like the people who are at the northern side, so they have all the resources. So there are various disease which are in the tropical belt only, and
Did
like we
you
can say
did you
TB.
did you listen
Yeah.
to the question? Did you listen to the
uh,
question properly?
Sir, it was about like global South. How could India be a voice for global South?
Yes, that's the question. I think, are you answering in the correct domain?
India could, sir, like India could be a voice. So, like, if India get a
Okay.
position at a world level, so India could raise the voice in the right sense. Like, if India get a position in the like United Nations Security Council or at the various global forum, which is being today held by only the P5 nations, so sir, then only India can raise the
Can you
voice of
name
global.
can you name the members of the P5?
P5, yes, sir. Sir, USA, UK, China, France, and UK, China, France, and France, Italy.
Okay, we'll check that. Okay, now tell me, why should we select you?
Sir, sir, like I'm very motivated and I'm very hardworking to my core. So, and sir, would be my full-fledged attempt. So, sir, I believe that I would put my everything which is being required for this. So, sir, I feel that would be a reason.
Why do you want to join the civil services?
Um, So this was my childhood dream. I always wanted to be a civil servant, and sir, my father always wanted me to see as a civil servant. So, sir, definitely in my family, everyone like my nana was in the army, so he used to see this that okay, you will be one day in the civil servants, like in the civil services. So like it was a kind of a I want to fulfill their aspirations, but somehow it has become the part of my journey too. So yeah, I'm like now I want to fulfill their aspirations also. It could be seen in that way too, but definitely I want to be the part of the services. I want to serve the people, because sir, I have seen, like I am from a rural background, so I have seen the women, especially the girls, they don't have the proper opportunity, they don't have proper knowledge. Even when I go home, my own village, so they say that even if we do graduation, so what we will do after, so they don't have proper knowledge, proper thing. So if I reach to that position, so I can guide multiple people, many people, that okay, this could also be done. Like it's not just like after having graduation you just have to marry and all. So yeah.
You can do that by any other profession. You can become a social worker, you can join an NGO, you can become a teacher, uh,
Yes,
because
definitely, sir.
you don't need to be in a civil services to, serve the society or serve your own people and create awareness about gender sensitivities and about making the girls more aware of their rights. Civil services is just one of the options. So why
But sir,
only
the
civil
impact
services
is
and why
huge.
not the other
Sir, but
services?
the impact is huge because sir, I myself got inspired from that only. If like in my schools also many NGO people used to come, but the students don't used to listen them that effectively. If a DM used to come and say something,
So,
so the
so,
impact
so
is huge.
basically, basically, you what you're trying to say is the relevance of those services is not important. Other social groups they are working is not that much, and it is the aura of the service that you are attracted towards. कि उनका
No,
कितना
no, no,
प्रभाव,
no.
that is what is bringing you on board.
No, sir. Sir, you may, sir, maybe I'm not able to communicate it effectively. Sir, but sir, it is never about the aura. It's not about the power. I don't want to be in the like the limelight and all. But the thing is this that when you get to that position, it create an impact. Like if you say something, it has an impact. Like sir, like sir, I have seen in my way too. Like when I was in the BHU, I used to perform nukkad natak and all, and we used to say that. दूर करो अब मन का मैला plastic छोड़ अपना थैला and we used to walk all throughout the Ganga but the people don't listen but if a civil servant would come there and say this thing then there not only would be a cost effective something like they would take it as a some strong
Okay,
person is saying.
I got your point. But
Mm.
don't you think we as a society have to change, giving too much importance to a certain profession, and at the same time, kind of putting other professions at a comparatively disadvantageous position? Because every cog in the wheel is important. It is not just the civil services who are doing the service. So don't you think we have, as a society, we need to change our perspective of, not giving too much importance to a certain profession and, giving relevant, even if sweeper is doing his job, it's also important. A teacher who teaches, that teacher also creates an impact in the society. So
So
what do you think?
definitely.
Do we as a society, I understand your point, what you're trying to say, that this is how, the impact is there, but don't we need to change and have a perspective shift now?
So definitely, I agree with your point. We need to have, but I think this will take a long time, and we definitely need to have. Like, sir, in my personal opinion, each and every employment have its own value. Even my father said that कोई काम छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता है. So, sir, like even I'm doing here and then like I'm working as an engineer. It is not such a big impactful work, but I joined it because I think this thing only that no employment is big or small. So everything is equal in that aspect.
Got it.
But sir, if you want to do something for the society, so you have to you have to take some risk and there is a risk involved definitely but the thing is this that if your cause is very like I feel that if there is nothing wrong in your cause so definitely you need to take that thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, sir, I wanted to ask like about
Regarding the program,
2025.
yeah.
Yeah,
Regarding the program, yeah.
yeah. So sir, in 2025 would like the course would be finished or it is for 2026 people?
It is not just for 25 or 26. Once you are on board, it is until
Hmm.
you find your name in the list. It's not like a typical coaching perspective. It's a kind of a very integrated program. So once you're on
Okay.
board, we will guide you throughout the process. But
Okay.
currently we are targeting 25. But you stay with us till you get selected. That's not the point. That's not the issue. Yeah, and we're starting in the mid of December. We'll be
Mm-hmm.
having a couple of classes, both of us will be taking, and we will
Mm-hmm.
be, monitoring your progress as well, so that you come across as a very motivated aspirant, a good candidate. But still, we would like to monitor your progress, whether you're going haywire, whether you're, slipping up somewhere, because this is not a. We start with enthusiasm, but at a certain time, it happens that, that enthusiasm fades away. It's not a 100-meter dash; it's a marathon.
Mm-hmm.
We need to be
Mm-hmm.
consistent throughout the process. That's how we will be able to achieve our dream. So that attitude has always got to be there. Interview sessions as well. About your interview skills, I feel you have the knowledge, but there is a lot of restlessness. You need to calm
Okay.
down a bit, uh,
Okay. So,
because we need to. We it is not going to be a test of our knowledge when we
mm-hmm.
appear in the interview. It is going to be a test
Mm-hmm.
of our personality, and we have to come across as a very calm and balanced and nuanced person. So that
Mm-hmm.
actually has to be a so we'll work on that also gradually. So a little bit of
Okay.
feedback
So,
there. These questions were asked to
mm-hmm.
assess your suitability also and your perspective. When we asked you about your hobby and you said I read historical books or something, That was a bluff.
Yes, sir.
Don't do that. Don't do that,
So like
MB. So
I
this is
love reading historical books and doing glass painting. So like sir, like sir, it's not just about books, but sir, from the very childhood, I read history books as per
so
like taking interest after taking.
you
Yeah.
can rephrase that. I take
Yeah.
interest in knowing history. That could be said.
Okay.
When you
Okay.
talk about books, you're talking books.
Mm-hmm.
Reading one book doesn't make it a hobby, right? We have
Yes,
to
sir,
have
sure.
a good repertoire of
Yes, sir.
knowledge. So that was
Okay,
about
sir.
that is
Sure.
a few observations here and there. A decent candidate, and
Mm.
we would love to have you on board. How you can approach your optional also. What is your option?
Sir, history.
History. Okay. So we will also guide you how to go about your optional, how to fine tune. So if you are preparing for next year, I think till mid of January to end of January, you can read your option and you should read your option
Mm.
because this time after the prelims is very less for the between mains. I think hardly 90
Mm.
days. Okay. So
Mm.
you have to balance a little bit of extra edge you need to take now. So
Mm.
till that time, you can read your option. Apart from that, you should be following newspapers, just
Mm.
browsing through that. Current affairs, we
Mm.
will take care of it, but newspaper reading is advisable. Hindu or the Indian Express, you just go through the editorials, go through the basic stuffs. है ना?
Mm.
So that part is that it is going to be like that. Baki answer writing sessions will also be conducted throughout so that you are made to brainstorm and think about how to frame and structure answers so that by the time we finish with the prelims, it's not
Mm.
means doesn't appear something like a foreign territory. We are familiar with
Mm.
how to frame and structure our answers. This is going to be your second attempt, right?
Yes, sir.
Second attempt. So how was the
Yes,
experience
sir.
this time you gave? You gave in 24?
Yes, sir. I gave the prelims, sir. CSAT I cleared, but sir, like in prelims,
Okay, so were
but sir,
you
the result is
under
yet not out. So, but with various
yeah, yeah.
keys, I is calculated.
Were you underprepared or was there some other lack of
So that only I
study?
feel that I have not given lot of tests because with college I have given the attempt. So sir,
Mhm,
I was having college exams also. So on
mhm,
like till end I was having college exams. So after the prelims also I was having exams. So sir, I was
mhm,
not very much like I have not given lot of tests and all mock tests and
mhm.
all. So sir, I guess that was the only reason that I was unable to manage myself during the exam.
Okay,
Even though I
okay.
thought that like paper was easy and all, but sir, I was unable to grasp the like that it was
No,
not that easy, and I made lot of negatives in the paper. That was the issue.
no worries. We will take care of that. Don't worry. I would say हम यहाँ पे कोई वो आपको क्या एंटाइज करने वाला यहाँ कुछ नहीं है कि आपको कोचिंग सेंटर्स में जो अट्रैक्ट किया था यहाँ वैसा कुछ नहीं है. It is simply going to be a program that is going to help you qualify the exam and put you on a road that we took. That same road that we took, we're going to help you do that. Because the idea is कि दिक्कत क्या होती है, बहुत सारा मटेरियल भी अवेलेबल है मार्केट में, बहुत कुछ अवेलेबल है, तो उसमें हम कहीं खो जाते हैं और वो फोकस हमारा छूट जाता है. तो उस चीज से हमें
Mm,
बचना है क्योंकि हमें 1 साल में एग्जाम क्लियर करना है कि 2 या 3 साल में, वो मैटर करता है. तो हमें पढ़ना है ना, कोचिंग क्लियर नहीं कराएगी आपको एग्जाम, आपको आप ही
mm,
कराओगे. तो आप जितना
yes,
खुद पढ़ोगे सही डायरेक्शन में और सही तरीके से, उससे आपका एग्जाम क्लियर होगा. प्रीलिम्स का एग्जाम आपने लिखना है, मेंस का एग्जाम
mm,
आपने लिखना है, इंटरव्यू आपने लिखना है. कोई आके आपकी मदद नहीं करेगा वहां पे. हाँ, आपको गाइड करेंगे कि आप सही डायरेक्शन में काम कर रहे हो कि नहीं, आपके कॉन्सेप्ट
mm,
क्लैरिटी में मदद मिल रही है आपको, वहां पे वो चीज चाहिए बस. बाकी यू डोंट नीड टू फॉल फॉर द ट्रेडिशनल ट्रैप्स. वी हैव टू
mm.
इंश्योर व्हाट इज द बेस्ट वे फॉर अस टू गेट इनटू द लिस्ट. दैट इज द आइडिया. आप अपना बेस्ट बेस्ट फुट फॉरवर्ड पुट कीजिए और अच्छे से
Mm.
फोकस करके तैयारी कीजिए. आर बेस्ट विशेस ऑफ यू. वी आर हियर टू असिस्ट यू.
Thank you so
ओके.
much, sir. Yes,
ओके.
sir. Thank you,
ओके.
sir.
ऑल द बेस्ट. ऑल द बेस्ट. ऑल द बेस्ट. गुड.